Yo, welcome! Here's a list of all of the free PC games worth considering this week. I left the Chinese let me turn your PC into my personal crypto miner and those not suitable for work with a bit too many jiggly parts out of this video. Okay, and we start with a free game that was actually dead and buried. I think it's fair to say that it was only the developer playing to keep the concurrent users over zero. But then the developer graced us with update 0.7 and the game has clearly raised from the dead. Now I haven't played it, so I have no idea if it's any good, but that said, it's sitting in with overwhelmingly positive reviews, so what the hell do I know anything about anything? I guess you get to experience the world of bullet hell dressed up as your favorite VTuber, YouTuber, something like that, clearing waves of endless fans coming to lick the inside of your ear canal. If you're into cute anime 2D bullet hells, I guess you'll enjoy this one. Everyone else, follow me to the next. While we're on the weird side of the video, let me slide in with a top-down arena shooter where aliens take on a potato in an explosion of pixelation goodness. What makes this game quite juicy is the ability for you to wield up to 6 weapons, because the synergies that you can get are incredible. And I guess that's also what explains the overwhelmingly positive reviews that this boy has on the Steam page. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait just a few more days before you can get your sticky fingers on Brotato, starting November 28th on the Epic Store. By the way, if you want to stay up to date on free games and get them served to you on a silver platter, then do yourself a favor and subscribe. Definitely, so you don't miss the next one, which of course has 17 AAA free games in that video. Oh, and as always, links to all of the games mentioned in this video are in the description and they take you straight to the deal, so no googling required. Listen homie, if you have notifications set on and fast, then you might still be able to enjoy Oxygen Not Included for a day, as it's a limited time free to play ending on Monday. Oxygen Not Included is a space colony simulation game. Deep inside an alien space rock, your indigenous crew will be the masters of science, overcome strange new life forms and harness incredible space tech, chlorine vapor and urine to survive. And if you do things just right, they will thrive. And in all honesty, if you can make a self-sustaining, thriving colony in this game, you better put it on your job resume, because that is some impressive shit. Oxygen Not Included is an equal parts charming and challenging colony simulation game that I highly recommend. I even give it my world famous Sickfishsticks seal of approval. It's kind of a game where the Sims and the Incredible Machine had a really twisted child that kept torturing the family pets. Reviewers across the board agree this game is sitting in with overwhelmingly positive reviews in Steam and is for sure worth trying if you're quick enough. Next, and surprisingly, another roguelike, but this one on a pogo stick. Here you have to bounce to the top in this skill-based roguelike action platformer. You collect powerful items, pick up unique weapons and fight off a variety of enemies while navigating around with a fun, difficult, yet fairly juicy movement system. Not really that much more to say about this bad boy, it's off to a good start with very positive reviews. Next, I want to take a quick look at Supervive. Here, MOBA Battle Royale meets Hero Shooter. It's like the ultimate what if 3 games had a love child scenario. You get a jump, glide, shoot, punch, bounce, nuke and spike your enemies in this free-flowing chaotic battleground in the sky. Here, you'll have the pleasure of facing off in an all-out multi-squad teamfight. You take down boss monsters for big loot to get the W and get the hell out. I think I've mentioned this bad boy before, so I'm not gonna spend too much time here. If this tickles your kiwis in just the right way, head on over to Steam and give it a go. Next, I want to get your eyeballs on Frontline Inferno, where you step into this fast-paced World War II combat. It's quite simple, choose a side and engage in chaotic arcade-style battles with dynamic respawns, customizable loadouts and vibrant low-poly visuals. It looks pretty juicy if you ask me, and it's a great example of why gameplay is always better than graphics. Frontline Inferno is perfect for players who crave fast-paced, skill-based shooters with a nostalgic arcadey feel. It's ideal for both casual gamers looking to jump into a quick action-packed session and FPS veterans who love chaotic goodness. Next, a combination I am sure you have never heard about before, a mix of hockey and RPG. Hockey Super Squad is a thrilling, free-to-play 3 vs 3 multiplayer online hockey game featuring character creation and light RPG mechanics. It's actually a pretty decent foundation for a good arcade hockey game, but it's very early access and with a few bots thrown in for good measure. But I truly think that if the developers keep their focus on hockey and do not add any crazy power-up spell thingamajiggies, then this could actually be a super fun title to enjoy. Check it out if you wanna say to people around you that you actually play the sports today. Next up, we look at the scary one, a Nightmare House the original mod, which funny enough is what I called my own childhood home growing up, just minus the original mod. It would have been weird to call your house original mod. Anyway, I'm rambling, my apologies. Here you make your way through a terrorizing house, uncover the secrets of a haunted hospital, fight through hordes of the undead, and try to escape Nightmare House. A perfect way for any child to grow up, if you ask me. It's off to a surprisingly good start with very positive reviews, and considering it came out just a few days ago and its only purpose is to make you shit your pants, that's pretty impressive. Take it for a spin if you're interested in making some doo-doo in the boo-boo. Next, I want to introduce you to Deathless Death, which is really the worst type of death out there. In the quiet of consciousness and shadows of sin, 4 souls find themselves intertwined in crimes involving a woman. In this narrative puzzle game, you don the sacred robe of a priest, hear the confessions of sinners, uncover secrets, seek the truth behind their crimes, and deliver the final judgment. It is for sure going into my digital library, even though I would rather buy a cactus and sit on it than play a narrative pixelated puzzle game. But hey, I could be wrong, I guess we'll find out. Next, let's take a look at Dead Abyss, a short first-person horror experience that places you in the rusted-out hull of a mysterious abandoned shipwreck. Here, you have to search for clues, solve puzzles, and uncover the mystery of the wreckage, but be aware, the evil lurks within. This game really does its best to combine puzzle with first-person horror action. It's set in a modern day where you explore the 70s era wreckage of the ultra-large container ship, rusted from years of exposure to the elements, and in complete disarray from the land collision it suffered so many years ago. You'll have the pleasure of exploring the deck, the engine room, living quarters, hospital wards, and so on and so forth as you learn more about her dark history. Next, I want to take a look at Swapfire. Swapfire is a high-intensity game show based on RQI's latest teleportation technology. Shooting other players doesn't kill them but swaps your location. Using these simple principles, players must outwit and outmaneuver each other in 9 different game modes. If I'm not mistaken, the port was created by one guy who just didn't want the original game to die when it was released on the Wii. So he said, hold my beer, let me Steamify this bad boy. And so he did. Plus he also added Steam Remote Play, so to add some type of online multiplayer into the game, which I think was a pretty smart move. If you by any chance played the original on the Wii console back then I suggest you take this bad boy out for a spin and take a trip down a memory lane. And that pretty much brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks a thousand for taking the time to watch my video. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't, subscribe if you haven't, why not? Thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.